I invite our next speaker, Mr. Joachim Heinzelmann, Managing Director, Diehl Rail India Private Limited. Mr. Joachim leads Diehl Rail India, bringing aircraft-grade fire protection to the rail industry. Under his leadership, Diehl Rail India has successfully positioned its products as high-quality solutions, ensuring that OEMs recognize their origin and excellence. Can you please welcome Mr. Joachim Heinzelmann on stage?
A very good morning, everybody. It's almost afternoon, so it's always the hardest spot during the day to get the speeches before lunch. So I hope I will be not talking too long. So my name is Joachim Heinzelmann. I'm based in Bangalore, living in India now already 1.5 years. We set up our company Diehl Rail India 1 year ago, so the incorporation was finalized in July 2024. We now start more and more hiring employees. We completely committed into the Make in India program. And as I mentioned before, to the time when I raising my question, that we plan to bring our production by the end, hopefully 2026 to India. I'll give you a brief introduction about our company, where is Diehl coming from. Quite a lot of people I'm already knowing, to the fact I'm attending this event already since 3 years. I give you a quick brief introduction about our fire protection portfolio. We have some new developments on stock. I don't want to focus that much today on commercial aspects. I'm more getting into the technical areas. I have my colleague with me, Thomas. He's from our department in Germany. He has a better background, a technical background than myself. So we're very much pleased to answer your question today after the speech, as well we're here the whole day tomorrow. So to give you a quick introduction about Diehl, who's Diehl? So Diehl Rail is part of the Diehl group. Anyway, we are 100% Indian company. We're coming, as the lady already mentioned it, from the aviation. So 25 years ago, Diehl took the fire protection systems out from the airplane and brought it into the railway. To give you a reference about aviation, if you know the new A350, which is also used from Air India, everything what you can see in that airplane, even the flight control, is made by Diehl, 100% in-house. We have 5 divisions in total. I'm not getting into much into the divisions today. We are 100% family-owned company, and we have around 17K employees worldwide. To give you a quick Diehl sites for aviation and rail, what we have globally, more and more we're getting into it to understand that local support is needed, especially in terms of maintenance. So luckily we can use all the sites from our aviation company to bring in our fire protection knowledge for railway. And I don't want to talk too much about the other sites. I want to more focus on the site we have in India, where you can see here Bangalore. Coming to Diehl Rail. So we have, last year we had a turnover around 500, that would be good, 5 million annual turnover. Our head office is in Gilching, so from the global rail, which is based next to Munich, and the whole team has 28 employees. Coming to Diehl in India, so we're based in Bangalore. I think everybody is knowing where Bangalore is based. Our activities at the moment is sales, distribution, on-site support. We really learn a lot from the market. We really get a lot of feedback from customers. We're discussing this a lot with customers, with Indian Railways, with RDSO. So we more and more understand the needs of the market. As well, we more and more are able to bring our knowledge into the market. But I get on that later on. So as I mentioned, we start now hiring people. I just want to underline that once again, that Diehl commit completely to the Make in India program. There are activities ongoing already in the background about local production, local content, which is a big benefit, not only to hire people to get all your products in India, which makes, especially in supply chain, everything much easier. For us, it's as well a big benefit because we more and more get the feeling that technology is a big thing in India, and to the fact I'm living here now already 1.5 years, every day I learn how smart in regards technology the people around India are. So that's for us a big benefit to exchange knowledge as well. I give you some references now as well, where you get the feeling or better understanding where we already producing our products, and then I'm coming back to India. So some global references. Our main customers right now are Alstom and Siemens around the globe. So we working into metro, high-speed, semi-high-speed, as well locomotive projects. Sorry. Here you can see some global reference where we're working worldwide. Introducing to Europe, so almost in every country in Europe we're working on projects, as well our main market from the past, which is Germany. Coming to India, so what is our reference in India right now? I could now say it's only Mumbai Line 3, but we are quite proud that we are working in Mumbai Line 3. So we produced there our fire protection system into the trains. We really received good feedback from the customer as well from the operator. We learned during that project some challenges which all get, I don't want to say easily solved, but we have managed to solve them. And now very much looking forward to win our next tenders and getting much more into the market. Coming back to the global references, so we do fire protection systems in locomotive, in high-speed trains, in regio trains, in light vehicles, which mainly known under the name trams, as well in metro systems. So now coming to the part fire protection system. In the end of the day, there are many fire protection what you meet every day. So if you just look around here, you see smoke detectors. If you're using the train in the morning, you see smoke detectors. If you're using in the airplane, you see smoke detectors. So like fire protection is these days like everywhere. So what is making us unique, and why we are really more and more pushing into the tier 1 role in fire protection system? We have a complete portfolio in terms of fire protection. So we do smoke detection as a standalone solution. We do smoke detection as a system solution. We do the whole firefighting solution based on a water mist technology for firefighting. In the end, Diehl is the only supplier in the market which is providing the complete system 100% made in-house. What does it mean? So we develop our own software 100% in-house. We develop all our hardware 100% in-house. There's a big benefit in that. More and more we're getting feedback, especially when the weather is high, you get high temperatures. So environment is tricky, which is a fact in India. We are able to really modify the software. We are able to modify the positions of the detectors, which is giving a big benefit, not only for the car manufacturer, I would say mainly for the operator. We deliver a detector which has 25 years of experience. The same technology is using in airplanes at different connectors, but the technology itself, it's completely the same. So you can imagine when you have an alarm in the cargo area of an airplane or an alarm in the toilet, the plane has to ground immediately. Why I'm mentioning about the airplanes now, in the end we think in the very near future there will be trains, especially in the metro sector, they're driving driverless. That means if you have an alarm in the train has to stop. Our detector is smart enough to separate between aerosols and non-aerosols. I'll give you an example. When you be in the toilet and using a deo spray or using a hairspray, the detector is smart enough to separate. We can give a notification to the driver that you know something is ongoing, but there will be no false alarm. And especially in operation, in the rush hour moments in the morning or in the evening, that's a big benefit. And we received, in that case, more and more feedback from the operators, not only from the car manufacturers, that the technology in that direction is highly appreciated and gives the big benefit. I don't want to get too much into the false alarm classification. As I mentioned, I'm very pleased to answer your questions on that later on, as my colleague is here, Thomas Merz as well. So why choosing Diehl smoke detectors? So what makes it unique? In the end, just starting with the cup color. So metros has to be more and more fancy, they have to look good. So we can align on every color which have the sealing. But there's one more important point. That's regarding vandalism. So as I know already now very good, Indians they love cricket. I'm from Germany. Germany, we have some areas, they love football. So they're using the metros to the games, either cricket or football. For whatever reason, people are focusing on smoke detectors in trains. I don't know what is their motivation to kick them, to take them out, we do not know. Anyway, to make the cup colors in any color you need, that makes the detectors almost not seen. So if you have the same color as the ceiling, there is a detector, but in the first approach, if you're entering a train, you not really see the detector. It sounds not that special, but there are areas we change the colors next to the ceiling or similar to the ceiling, and vandalism almost gone. I was mentioning that already about the development, the production, the technical support, and the after sales is 100% made in-house. That's what we are very proud of, that we have the knowledge in-house. We will bring the knowledge now to India, but it will be all under the control of Diehl Rail India. We have the false alarm robustness, which I was mentioning already. As well, what is unique, the Seal 2 requirement. So in the system, in the smoke detection system, you get Seal 2 certified products already on the market. Standalone, Seal 2 certified, that's unique. Why standalone? Standalone saves a lot of money because you do not need any software on it. Anyway, there is no competitor or no supplier on the market who can provide Seal 2 certified standalone solutions for smoke detection. We have a very, very high life cycle cost, a very low life cycle cost, I have to turn in that direction. I was asking that question before. So what we're doing within Diehl and what motivates us every day is to really bring them down. Everybody is talking about sustainability, everyone. It doesn't matter if it's railway, it's every industry, everybody is talking about sustainability. Everybody in this room knows it's super important. We have a solution you can plug and play. That means when the detector is 30 to 10 years of operation, you have a consignment stock in your depot, you take it out, you get an advice from us how to clean it, you can put in another that you're not stopping your operation, and you can bring back the detector which was used already 10 years. Same detector, you just clean it on a cleaning advice from Diehl, but that's something which is from our point of view super important. And especially the maintenance contracts in India, they're running 25, 35, some of them 50 years. So if we really consider that, and if the operators and all the car manufacturer really consider the life cycle cost about 35 years and the sustainability point of view into products, then the product of Diehl is one of the best you can get on the market. You can clean it, you can run it for a very long time, and you can replace it easily to a plug-and-play solution. Coming to a next step of life cycle, we developed, and that's what I meant before in terms of how important it is to have the 100% development in-house, we developed a cap. Sounds simple. It wasn't that simple because you still have to fulfill all the requirements in terms of Seal 2, in terms of ARGE, in terms of UNIFE, in terms of NFPA, many, many, many norms. We fulfill it. With the cap, we're able to even protect the detector longer, especially in areas than metros. Metros, driving through a tunnel, a lot of dust is blowing up, doors are open, dust go inside. With the cap, the detectors are more protected, and which gives you as an operator or a car manufacturer even more years of life cycle. For HVAC channels, we have another solution. We can protect as well our detector, and this was kind of coming from customer feedback over years. So we have two developments made in-house. It's already ready to sell. A cap and a dust cap, different application, but in the end there's only one target: to save the detector, to make it more cost-effective for years, and that you're not, you do not have to replace it anytime. So coming to the firefighting system as well, I want to underline that Diehl is providing a full firefighting system, which is based on a water mist technology. There's no that big need already in terms of in India, but we are ready. We have the product running, and we're glad to bring that into the market as well. So just one last point. We learned a lot the last 2 years in India, so that's why we developed a completely new control unit. So we got a lot of feedback, especially the people which are attending today's audience. If I just bring in the name dual homing, that's something which was completely new to us. There's no other market in the world which are using dual homing. So we bring on a new development for our control unit, which will be finalized in India. We will be able to deliver that by the end of next year. We are pretty proud of that development because we have a lot of benefits on that. We have brochures with us, so we can talk about that into more details later on. Anyway, just to underline it, that's the way we're working. That's the way we want to work the next years. And that's what we're really looking for, to bring that kind of benefit into that market. So to finalize my speech of today, advanced fire protection for rolling stock, fully developed, integrated, and certified by Diehl. Thank you very much. I'm very much looking forward to talk to you the next 2 days. And thank as well to Ashok and Tanvir to having us here today. Thank you very much.